In the episode 7 of Eroistic-Ke, Mizagi saw the dream of Mizagi helping him, who is an angel helping him to overcome a hikikomori situation. But, she is, as he could go to, go to the scales of Yamazaki, who think that Mizaki might abandon him, so he just start hallucinating even in the dreams. He's like, he should use just the skills in his script writing, so like he starting to hallucinate in his dream of, Mizaki just abandoned him because Mizagi think that Sato Sato is just, but being bit better of Ikomori now, so that he can get out. Maybe this is a plan of Mizagi, that she is, trying to let Sato goes on, so, trying to let Sato just go to the school, and his conditions got worse, and maybe she would just like let him, dependent on her Moo. So as in the dream, Sato just let people just, thinking Sato think that he is, good at doing the stuff, and now get out of humidity situation and don't even suck it anymore. But all of this is just a plan of NHK, the Honkikikomori Kyokai of, and the sun stand, the stand user, the sun and stuff, and she's just hallucinating so far as, this is a plan of, so the conditions got worse, as the dream says that it is the fault of Neon Hikikomori Kyokai that but the real blame is his brain, like, or himself. Like he can't just let go of his thoughts of being a Hikikomori Kyokai, and like it just got worse because he like, it's not that he can't control him. That's the thing, that he need to let it go. So but he just instead just dwelling on that thoughts, that feeling of depressions, that feeling of victim syndrome, that feeling of hallucinating. That why he is now just, he can't get out of these conditions, and it got worse because of that, because of his blame is, his brain is not to blame. I'll say this again, it is himself that he's dwelling on the thoughts. But he is not all to blame though, because it is normal for the human conditions to be like this. What is the real blame is his parents that getting him into this room and paying him. If he gonna die by not having food, he need to work. So like, if you know the ending, so Sato just conditions just got wage using Yamasaki to buy him food and stuff. So as he just think that, as Sato goes into the Super Saiyan, transformation, and his power of hallucination hits the limiters, the weird creatures of, the living furniture suddenly exists, constantly exists, and he is now, talking with them as it it actually, when it hit the limiters, it, like, shadow is transforming into the, like, transforming into the the another, his, his brain is just, he using 100% of his brains to go to the next stages. It, like, but when his hallucinating meters hits the limit, it's like he is now having, like, his brain is helping him. It's like you can transform in real life, and told you what is the next step to do. If you know the living furniture, like, it helped him so much that, it's not, it's more than a joke. It's like kind of deep meaning of life. It's like the philosophy of how you, when you live, you, like, when you hit the rock bottom, the ones that will help you is yourself, is you, hallucinating and stuff. I don't know. I'm just kind of theorizing anime. So, and Sato is just, like, talking in the phone with his mom, because his mom who comes on, and he goes through the next stages of the and he's go to the next stages of his life to and stuff. He moving forwards, so that, Misagi just, as he, you know because he accumulate power so much, 2 weeks maybe, that he being hikikomori so much that he accumulated power to goes to forces his mother to call him and make him move out of hikikomori. So actually, he is being hikikomori to get out of being hikikomori. This is the genius of Sadu. Like, this is my theory, by the way. so I've like, Miyazaki just talking to him, because he, like, he it's like he need to, find a way to faking to his mother. What's wrong with, one thing that I confess is about NHK. What's wrong about going to Tokyo to Sado? Is it not cute? Is it not something? Because if he were living in Tokyo, he's just depressing and stuff. So why don't he go into his homeland and just, treatment with the nature or something? Maybe Tokyo Hikikomori. And, like, as for me in real life, I hating to be on the town, scenery. I love nature. I love, the, even if I love the bad smell of nature, I love the smell, I love the nature, I love everything about nature. So I hate living in town. So why Sado not living in town? And, like, it's just, nature treatment kill him. So why he is not faking his mother? If his mother, were to, like, if he found job, like, he can't fake it forever. One day he just, you know hallucin one day he just need to confess with mother, by the way, and you can't fake that for that long. Why he's just starting lying to mother? You can't lie forever. Uh but if you're lying, we come true, like Miyazaki marrying to Zato, and he found a real job. That is, you lying. That okay? So, like, he just contact Miyazaki to, made a company with just why his company and stuff, blah blah blah, happening. And as he found that uh, talking to senpai, who is Kashiwa senpai, has having a husband already, so she just can't go to. As you know, husband of Kashiwa senpai is just a husband that quote unquote seems to care about his family, but that's just that he just cared about his big me, you know, and just dumb Kashiwa senpai to work endlessly. Like I don't know why Kashiwa in working. Like as a good husband, he just like she should have not working. Like it's for herself. Like he working to her limits, and she suicide, and who's and why is she working now? Like no one will blame you if you're not working, because if you work one day and that is so depressing that you suicide, then just not working. Like no one care that if you suicide, that's how that's the line. You should stop. That's the it's warning you you know and like how would you not know that Kashiwa senpai is having these depressions? Like is like even Sato knows that Kashiwa senpai is not normal, and how would he not know? Oh, Kashiwa senpai faces is just too calmly. It's just too fucking like not having expression anything, and you're not observing because she wasn't biased. You marry her. What the fuck? This husband is fucked. How would you not know that she is not depressing? Have you even seen her in the medicine? Have you even seen it? Oh my gosh, I'm so angry at her husband right now. So like you just like you should know already that she is depressing. Like she have this this medicine, like, and met 3 doctor that much doctors. How would you not know that she's not depressed? She's depressing right now, and you just you're rich, right? You live in an apartment, and what you're not making because she was in pie, just not working, and like not just don't make because she wasn't by not working. I don't understand. Like you could just like I don't understand. I really don't understand. You could just don't make her working because you have enough money. Okay, so after Sada is just finding fake girlfriends, as you find Izaki doing it for her, and this is just and this is just a normal date when Sato and Misaki just go on dates, which you clearly see that Sato having depressions, with having a really depressed look on socio situation, as he just like so he's just not really move much, and like she's just observing his surroundings. Like he's cautious of his surrounding. He's not good at social, as you can see. He is pretty much in face normal guys, normal life, but he is kinda autistic like me, who is hallucinating in the room all day. So if so like Sato trying to ask who is Misaki, and as you can see, Misaki know everything. Misaki just know everything because of the fact that because of the fact that if you watch later episode, you know. And like Sato have been Like, I'm trying my best not to spoil ahead of episode. I'm just like foreshadowing. Like, so much. So it's clearly mean that Misaki's stalking Stardew, but it's not revealing in what way. So, and Misaki clearly know a lot about Stardew, and when she told about tell about tell her about family, she's saying in some really truthful way. She got out to her father's house and mother's house, which to the aunt's house, which is actually, to the aunt house, which is kind of true if you watch later episode. So Misaki kind of saying the truth, as we see, as Misaki trying to deceive Sado, as like it's like as we see, Misaki tell the truth, you know. Misaki is by no means lying, but that time that Misaki say that Misaki is looked down Sato in episode 6, maybe, like, Sato just asked that if Misaki having, like, Misaki looked down her, and Misaki is just like, so naked na iyo, like, in very cute way, and it's just so depressing in episode before, as I as I just look back, it's just really kind of depressing